BroodKeeper Diurna is a DPS check boss. She has two phases. Phase 1 is a combination of dealing with the boss, eggs, and ad management. Positioning in Phase 1 is extremely important. Phase 2 consists of only the boss. However, it's a soft enrage. Damage will greatly ramp up every 30 seconds. So let's jump into Phase 1. There are multiple sleeping eggs laid throughout the arena, and they need to be destroyed. They can only be destroyed once they are activated by the boss. Periodically, the boss will activate the two closest eggs to her. Once activated, a timer will appear above the eggs, showing how long before they hatch. If these eggs hatch, then a powerful proto-dragon will spawn, greatly increasing the difficulty of this encounter. In order to stop the egg from hatching, the raid must use Diurna's staff in order to destroy them. Diurna will drop her staff when the egg timer starts, at which time two players need to activate the staff. Once the staff is activated, a beam will begin chasing that player. Those players should lead the beam into the eggs, thus destroying them. While all of this is going on, Diurna will also spawn a group of ads that need to be kept away from the boss. If the ads are tanked too close to Diurna, she will buff them and make them immortal. Since the ads need to be kept away from the boss, and this entire fight is a DPS race, it is best for ranged DPS to handle the ads and melee DPS to handle the boss and eggs. This picture that is being displayed, courtesy of Wowhead, will show the most optimal route for destroying the eggs. If you are a tank, make sure to screenshot this. Diurna's abilities. Rapid incubation. Diurna activates the two closest eggs. These eggs will hatch in 15 seconds and must be destroyed by the Great Staff's beam. Great Staff of the BroodKeeper. Diurna will drop her staff into the ground nearby. This will deal continuous damage to every player within 50 yards of the staff. A player that moves close to the staff will be able to activate it. Activating the staff removes the damage debuff and causes a beam to chase them. This beam deals massive damage, so don't drag it through any other raid members. Run towards an egg and let the beam hit it. This will destroy the egg. Wildfire damages the entire raid, will also target random members and throw fire at their positions. Avoid this, as you will be hit with a stackable debuff that deals more damage. Icy Shroud. The raid will be hit with frost damage, and it causes slowed movement. This also applies a healing absorb shield. This is dispellable and should be. Mortal Stoneclaws. This is the tank buster. It reduces healing received and deals nature damage over time. The ads. Juvenile Frost Proto-Dragon. They will do continuous damage to all raid members within 50 yards. Dragon Spawn Flamebenders will spawn flame sentries that will shoot out fire in a rotating circle. Just move away. Draconid Stormbringers will target random players and give them an electric charge. Anybody within the circle will take damage. Terrasec Earth Reavers will send out a wave of earth that if hit will stun its target. Primalist Mages cast Ice Barrage. This is interruptible and should be interrupted at every cast. Terrasec Legionnaires. They are melee only. The Nascent Proto-Dragon. They spawn out of the egg. There are no special attacks, just a big health pool and melee attacks. The Juvenile Frost Proto-Dragon should be your primary target. Role-specific duties. Tanks. The boss tank will need to keep Diurna along the path to destroy the eggs. The ad tank needs to keep the ads 50 yards away from the boss. Use cooldowns when hit with Mortal Stoneclaws to help your healer. Healers. Icy Shroud needs to be dispelled and or healed through, and expect raid-wide damage. Be aware the tank will take reduced healing after Mortal Stoneclaws is used. DPS. Two melee DPS should grab the Great Staff to destroy the eggs. Ranged DPS should handle the ads. Make sure you're interrupting the Primal Mages. Phase 2. All of the eggs should be destroyed at the start of this phase. However, if they are not, then those remaining eggs need to remain the priority. Once the eggs are gone, Diurna should be tanked in the middle of the room with everyone loosely spread out. Ads will continue spawning, but with all the eggs destroyed, Diurna will no longer buff them. This means all ads should be tanked on top of the boss for cleave damage. During this phase, Diurna will obtain a 15% damage buff increase every 30 seconds. Diurna will use the same abilities as Phase 1 with slight variations. The Empowered Great Staff is still used, however this time you do not interact with it. It will automatically target two players and chase them with the beam. If you are targeted, you should run away from your other party members. Mortal Stoneclaws. This is the tank buster. This now lasts longer due to the buff, and tanks need to swap after each cast. Frozen Shroud. all close raid members will be frozen in a block. This needs to be destroyed. Still applies a healing absorb. Phase 2, role specific duties. Tanks, still 1 tank on the boss and 1 grabbing adds. Tanks need to swap after every Mortal Stone Claws cast. Healers, Frozen Shroud needs to be healed through. Damage in this phase ramps, so ensure your cooldowns are ready the longer this fight lasts. DPS, focus on big numbers and watch your feet. Cleave all of the adds with the boss. So that's it for the BroodKeeper. Check out my channel for more boss guides. If this was helpful, then please hit that like button to show me some support. Subscribe if you love WoW content. You can also check out my channel membership and Patreon if you want more secret content. I'll see you guys in the next one.